Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, people of goodwill. Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Depending on where you're watching me from, Biafrans, I'll bring you another news and update coming from Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa's official X handle. Biafra government listing wanted criminals. Last week, Zoo Gota Media published that Biafra Prime Minister is on the wanted list. And the Biafra Biafra government in Eza replied saying, declaring Simon Ekpa wanted secessionists won't stop Biafra independence declaration in 2024. Bridge respond to them. So today, Biafra Prime Minister published names of wanted criminals, since they want to list names. And they even said that Biafra Prime Minister is the most wanted, is the most prominent wanted person. And you're telling me that these people are not funny? Of course they are funny. Very funny set of comedians. So here Biafra Prime Minister said Biafra government listing of wanted criminals. Before I continue, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. So we'll go straight to this very news. Biafra Prime Minister said Biafra government listing of wanted criminals. I wish to reply to few comments or opinions of some frustrated supporters of Nigeria terrorists and the illegal state. Biafra government in exile is the only legitimate government that represents the interest of Biafra people. Nigeria, in other hand, has continued to force its criminal leaders and the unity on Biafra people. We therefore wish to make it very clear that Biafra people never voted nor participated in the election that brought the present terrorist government. The Biafra government has also declared those responsible for genocide, terrorism, and other crimes in Biafra territory wanted. And they are the current illegitimate government that Biafra people never voted for. I want those making noise to reflect back to the last general election and check statistics of those who voted for official ballot and those who boycotted the election in Biafra territory. And you will understand when we declare them wanted, we really mean business. I want to also warn that we are no longer in IPOB agitation. Rather, we are now government in exile, and this one Nigeria criminal should get themselves educated on that. Stop calling ESN. I have nothing to do with ESN. As the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, as Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile and de facto government in homeland, I am the Commander-in-Chief of Biafra Defense Force, BDF, who are doing everything to prevent Nigeria continued genocide, ethnic cleansing, and the systematic cleanse of Biafra people. I challenge them to start calling out Biafra Liberation Army and not ESN. ESN no longer exists. Why are they avoiding mentioning Biafra Liberation Army? Because they don't want the world to know the atrocities they are committing in Biafraland. Because they will be asked, what are the Biafra Liberation Army doing? Why was it formed? They can't answer. So this is coming from Biafra Prime Minister to those who enable us, one Nigeria enable us in Biafraland, and those forcing unity in indigenous people of Biafra. We are not and can never be part of that zoo. They should stop calling ESN. Since Chike Dozia made it clear that they handed ESN to Southeast governors to place them on... It's very funny, seriously. I'm sorry, Biafrans, it's very funny. I just remembered that now, and it cracks me up because some of you are so gullible. Some of you claiming to be, oh, we are Biafra agitators. Those of you calling yourself genuine Biafrans. Those of you confused, they flay fools. Calling yourself, oh, DOS are wise. They are doing this, they are doing that. Why is it me? Why is it called? Those you claim they're fighting for your freedom came out and told you that they handed a security outfit meant to defend Biafraland, to protect Biafra mothers that were being raped by Fulani terrorist headsmen before now. They handed it to those that were there when we were crying about the raping of our old mothers by Fulani terrorist headsmen and butchering of our people in the farm. They handed ESN over to Southeast governors that never cared when these atrocities were going on in Biafraland. They were boldly telling you that they handed ESN, that Southeast governors approached them and asked them to hand over ESN to them to place them under monthly salary. And you call them freedom fighters. Those that never cared about the raping of our old mothers by little Fulani terrorist headsmen with AK-47. Those that never cared about the butchering of our people in the farm. Those that never cared about the raping and the killing of pregnant women in Biafraland before now. A security outfit meant to flush out terrorist headsmen, terrorizing Biafraland, stopping our people from farming, destroying farm crops and the farm produce of our people. You handed ESN over to them, and you have the audacity to call Biafra Prime Minister Berima, to call him names, to call him scammer, to call him, he's not a registered IPOB member, he's not under oath. You that is under oath, you're working with the fools, with saboteurs, traitors that never care about their people, that don't have their interest of their people at heart. The traitors that are doing everything to please their Fulani masters, that are, once they get to office, the only thing they care about is doing the bidding of their Fulani masters. You handed a security outfit rated by Onyendu to defend Biafraland, to protect Biafra mothers, to protect Biafra women, to stop the raping and the slaughtering of our people in the farm. And some of you call them freedom fighters. Simon Ekpa is a scammer. He's a berima. Chike Doziam and the rest of them that handed ESN over to Southeast governors are freedom fighters. They are fighting for your freedom. Many of you insulting Biafra Prime Minister, claiming that DOS are wise. They confuse you. I am in the Southeast governors. Some of you, those because Unama is. So tell me, how are they fighting for your freedom? Handing a security outfit meant to protect the lives and properties of Biafran to Southeast governors that never cared when the atrocities of Fulani headsmen were going on in Biafraland. They were called upon. Our people cried to those fools that you people handed ESN over to create a security outfit to put a stop to the raping of old mothers and the slaughtering of Biafrans. They turned blind eyes and deaf ears. They placed them under monthly salary, like you people said. We also heard of them mentioning names of ESN members that refused to work for Southeast governors. They were ambushed and killed. Many of them were ambushed and killed because they refused to work with them. Are you not aware of that? Many of you regret your actions. So back to Zoo. Back to Zoo government declaring Biafra Prime Minister wanted. These Zoo caliphates are freeing terrorists, SWAP and the Boko Haram. We saw the news of them freeing 313 suspects, 313 terrorists, SWAP terrorists. They swap it for the release of 130 students that were kidnapped. And they declared the Biafra Prime Minister wanted. They even said that he's the most wanted person among the 96. The terrorists operating in the north freely are not wanted. He's a man fighting for his people's freedom to exit a backward, dark entity called Nigeria, British business empire. You see how they are fooling themselves? The world knows the truth. The world knows that Nigeria is a backward terrorist state. But due to the Britain is lobbying around, bring your pipe, socket your pipe. Once you are not in support of Nigeria separating, socket your pipe here. Once you support Biafra, we'll remove your pipe with our own oil. You people declared Biafra. What is holding you people from capturing all the terrorists operating? Gumi is there. He's a Fulani Boko Haram negotiator, right? Yes. He always take money to them in the forest. You people pay billions and the millions of naira to Boko Haram and the terrorists in the north. They are not wanted. He's a man fighting for the freedom of his people because he can't sit and watch his people continue suffering in an Islamic state, a country that the government drive joy in sponsoring terrorism, paying billions and the millions of dollars, not even naira, to Boko Harams and the terrorists in the north operating in the north freely. You want him, he's a wanted man and not the terrorists you people are paying. Oh, really? You see the kind of country some of you find yourselves in? Can you see it? When you talk about freedom, you become a target. But those with AK-47, kidnapping students, kidnapping children, killing and they're killing mothers, making children motherless, are not wanted. It's those fighting for their freedom that are wanted. See Nigeria? That is Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. And that is why Biafra, the indigenous people of Biafra, wants to exit. That is why we want to exit that contraction, because we are not and can never be like them. We don't want to be in such country with them. We're forced into Nigeria with 100 years Lugard amalgamation. And in that 100 years, it's stated that any group or tribe that wants to exit, they are free to do so. Now the 100 years have passed, toppled with 10 years, and we want to exit. They turned it into war. Anybody that talks about Biafra becomes a target, becomes a wanted person. But terrorists are operating freely. They are compensating and they're paying terrorists billions of naira and the dollar, not even just naira alone, dollars. In dollars, they are paying bandits in dollars. And they declared a prime minister of a government wanted for fighting for his people's freedom, defending his father's land. Why are they scared to mention Biafra Liberation Army? They should mention Biafra Liberation Army and not ESN. We no longer have ESN. Like Biafra Prime Minister said, we all heard it. We did. It's not that the ESN was not in existence. The ESN was handed over to Southeast governors, and they have been terrorizing Biafraland with the Ebubago. Many of them, that many of them will be approached, and they will betray. Is it that some of you have forgotten what Omadike taught us on Radio Biafra? Are you people just running there? That is what you need to do. Go and bring your pen and paper. Is it that some of you now many of you get betrayed? Many of them will be approached and they will betray. Hearing Chike doesn't confirming how they handed ESN over to Southeast governors. We no longer have ESN. We no longer have anything to do with ESN. And the Biafra Prime Minister before now has posted a lot of pictures of former commanders of ESN that now works for Southeast governors. Is it that you people who want this thing, who just pretend to know all these things? Those that refused to work for them were ambushed. Their names, China Sanworu were mentioning their names on Radio Biafra. And they will be ambushed. They will come back and tell you that such criminal has been, a former ESN commander has been killed. He become a criminal and then started kidnapping. He's a kidnapper, he's a criminal. All lies. It's just to cover up the atrocities. Their treachery and their betrayal. Not that they did anything. Because they refused to work for Southeast, the governors. So if you think that Biafra Liberation Army are not doing the needful, go and ask the zoo killers in army uniform why they are scared to mention Biafra Liberation Army name. They are scared to mention Biafra Liberation Army because they will be asked, why was Biafra Liberation Army formed in the first place? Since Simon Ekpa is wanted, why is Biafra Liberation Army formed? Why did he form Biafra Liberation Army? And they will tell you. Will they tell you? No, they will not. That is why they are scared to mention Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Liberation Army was formed to put a stop to their genocide in Biafraland. The killings and the atrocities they have been committing in Biafraland. That is why Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa formed Biafra Army to put a stop to their genocide. They were terrorizing Biafraland before now. Certain buildings are blazed. Did we not see the videos? Are we just saying it? Is it that you did not see the videos or you are just pretending not to know? These atrocities were going on. And that is why they are scared to mention Biafra Liberation Army, because the world will ask them. Since you said he's doing this, he's doing that, what is Biafra Liberation Army? And why did he form Biafra Liberation Army? To do what exactly? Biafrans, the zoo is gone. And there is nothing they can do about it. Somebody said the Prime Minister is on the mic. You all criminals of the terrorist state should keep quiet. This is our government, our Guinea. Shem no agree to mention Biafra Liberation Army now. But Musa will be crying up and down. Okay. All right. We don't want to be part of them. We don't. And we cannot be part of them. So that is it, Biafrans. I'll stop here. Biafra government listing of wanted criminals. Those of you, Nigeria enablers. Those of you who participate na zoo general election, unu ye kwete hu no na-eme. Oge rola mgbe aga eji agbaire unu sirugede. Unu ga-agbagide egwu ukwu agbajishi unu. So that is it, dear friends. I will stop here. Since the zoo, Fulani Caliphate and their gutter medias know how to list names of wanted people without going after those the real terrorists, they are going after a freedom fighter, a prime minister of a government. Well, I will stop here, dear friends. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. They will keep panicking. This is a confirmed warning to Nigeria terrorist government and Nigeria terrorist army. There is nothing like ESN. anymore. What we have now is Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, and other Biafra forces under Bridgie and de facto government homeland, led by Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpan, the Commander-in-Chief of BDF, which is the only authorized government in Biafraland. Okay? Biafra government in exile is the only legitimate government in Biafraland. And the Mazi Simon Ekpan is the Prime Minister and the Commander-in-Chief of BDF, and should address as it should. Okay? The reason is because the government has already written down the news for the newscasters. How can they respond sensitive for something they know is the right thing to report? We are watching and we will see how all of this went down. Almost hell Biafra. Almost. I don't know why they find it difficult to understand. It is now government to government. We are no longer, like Biafra Prime Minister said, we are no longer in Biafra agitation. Rather, we are now government in exile, and this one Nigeria criminal should get themselves educated on that. Biafra Prime Minister, Biafrans are happy. They said, yeah, now so as soon do you know gana what and hage kwete na name. Because yema kesi asade aso soro na gang. And our gallant men unu nyere oku gawa hu. Na enye no oku ndi no ga kwete na name. Ha jurese. So that is it, dear friends. I'll stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. Thank you all. ESN no longer exists. Since Chike Doziem confirmed they sold it to Southeast governors, we no longer have anything to do with ESN. Thank you all.